Initiating moisture.
Godzilla King of Monsters is more like Godzilla King of Raves. There's more flashing lights in this movie than any club or any fucking music festival I've ever been to. It's fucking nuts. Every scene has like 1,000 different jump cuts, as well as just incredibly blinding flashing lights. I got a quick fart. That was the sound of my disappointment with this movie. Now, that's my biggest complaint, is sometimes it is actually painful to watch what's happening on the screen. Anytime King Ghidorah has an action scene, you're better off just closing your fucking eyes. It would be less disorienting to stick my face in an active police siren than suffer through some of the scenes here. The lightning is actually blinding. I don't know, maybe it was the movie theater I went to, something was wrong with the screen, it was just making it intense, and it wasn't just me, Tiana was recoiling in her chair. She was like fucking audibly groaning anytime that happened, and she was turning her head away. The people next to me were covering their eyes during some of the scenes because it was that bad. It is actually painful to watch some of the scenes in this movie, and I've never experienced that before. The scenes aren't bad. Visually, the movie's pretty fucking good. There was a lot of really good visuals, and when the fight scenes didn't have King Ghidorah, or King Ghidorah wasn't using lightning, and spoiler alert, anytime King Ghidorah's there, lightning is banging all over the place like fucking Thor's coming in. But when that wasn't happening, it looked beautiful. The monster design I thought was superb. There's these beautiful destroyed cities, landscapes, this ancient city they find. All of it looked lovely. I enjoyed the visuals when there wasn't a lot going on. When stuff would go on, it was just an incredible amount of cuts that were enough to disorient you already, coupled with flashing lights that I cannot believe didn't make you sign a waiver before seeing this movie that you're about to maybe have an epileptic episode. It's nuts. I've never seen flashing to this degree anywhere, even in fucking clubs. It's crazy, and that's my biggest complaint. As well as that, I have another huge complaint. Every character that's not a monster is bad. The writing for all the characters is bad. The dialogue is insufferable at times, cheesy fun at other times, but there is no good characters. There's no good moments with any human characters. There's a lot of plot holes and a lot of things that just don't make any sense. You just have to say, you know what, fuck it. It's there because it's gotta be. It's just not a very good movie. When there is a monster fight and you can deduce what's happening without vomiting, it's a pleasure, a joy to watch. I absolutely love it sometimes, and then hate it the majority of the other times because it does get actually hard to look at. The story really isn't something that should be a huge complaint because it's not the focal point of Godzilla, at least it shouldn't be, but here the story's the main juice, the main meat of the movie, and it's so bad that it is a big complaint. Because honestly, just give me something to set up a bunch of monsters fighting and then show me the monsters fighting. That's all you needed to do. But they bog it down with these dumb plot lines and narrative choices, and the characters' choices don't make any sense, and none of the characters just work. It's just, they just shouldn't have bothered with the story. Honestly, it should have just been like a Apex Legends. There's no story. Here's just what you want. Just good gameplay. In this case, good monster fighting that doesn't make you vomit or shit your pants because it's so disorienting. Plugging this shit into the moist meter, I'm giving Godzilla King of the Monsters a 30%. Nothing in it really works except for the visuals sometimes. And there is a couple of the cheesy moments that I couldn't help but enjoy, because that's kind of what Godzilla was about. Cheesy moments, fun kaiju action, and it does have that occasionally, but it's very sparsely sprinkled into this movie. It's kind of just a shitty narrative, shitty characters wrapped around something that makes you close your eyes half the time because it hurts. And that's why it's just not a good movie. That's it. See ya.